Hey guys, Asif here, 3D Crypto. Hope everyone's doing well. And guys, touching on my previous video when I was speaking about Bankroll Life, I'm following up on Bankroll Vault today. So briefly, I spoke about in my last video was Bankroll and its new addition of contracts on the Ethereum blockchain. So if we head on over to Bankroll, the new additions to the Ethereum side of Bankroll ecosystem was Life, Stack, and Vault. So let me just kind of explain what each of these aspects are. So Life is the equivalent of Bankroll credits, but on the Ethereum blockchain. So this is Bankroll Life. It's very simple. Ethereum is pegged 1 Life to 1 Ethereum. To purchase Life, it's a 10% in and a 10% out. But it is pegged 1-to-1, so you never lose value. So Life is, in theory, Ethereum. So the transaction fee of 10% is charged on buys and sells, and it is distributed as follows. 8% goes to the community ETH reward pool, 2% to the community Vault buyback pool, and each pool drips 2% rewards daily. So you might think, what are these rewards that I'm getting? So what are these divs? So these divs are pure Ethereum divs. And once you have those divs, there's a few options what you can do with those divs. Number one, you can roll them, which basically means those divs will go across to your life total. Your life total goes up. You've basically compounded your life, and now you are earning more on your life, because instead of having 0.45 life, you'll have 0.4505 life, and then obviously you get more Ethereum based upon your share of the life pool. The other aspect of the rewards is VLT. VLT. So VLT is basically the Bankroll token for the Ethereum blockchain. So if you've played Bankroll before, you would know about Anchor token, which is basically the Tron or the TRX version of the Bankroll token, and that is Vault. Now you might think, all right, I'm getting all this Vault, so I'm getting a couple of Vault every day or more if your live holdings are higher. What are the benefits of Vault? Number one is Vault is a token which can be traded, exchanged, or staked as a liquidity provider, which earns you even more rewards. So for example, down here I've got 0.4 VLT. So if I press claim, those VLT rewards will go into my wallet. So if I go to my wallet down here, press those 3 lines. So there's your Vault. So if I was to press claim, this would increase to 2.3 Vault. Now you might be thinking, I've got this Vault. What do I do with this Vault? It's a couple of things you can do with Vault. Number one is you can buy and trade. Number two is you can stake and earn. Or number three, you can chart and analyze. So buy and trade is pretty straightforward. You head on over to the Uniswap interface, which is very simple, very straightforward. For example, you're going to buy 1 ETH's worth of Vault. It will tell you will get 522 Vault per ETH. Or the price is 0.00191265 ETH per Vault. So now you can either buy it up at, for example, at 522, and then sit on it and then sell it when the price goes higher. So you get more ETH for your Vault. So it's basically trading. So that's one way you can use Vault. The other way is you can stake and earn. So when you're staking and earning, you're basically going to Stack. Stack is, again, the equivalent of Bankroll Stack for Tron. Stack is a very, very useful tool, because you never lose value of your stack. You're not sitting there and thinking, all right, I'm just going to sit on this this token and hope for the best. No, what happens is while you have the stack, you are also earning. So, for example, if you put some stack into the platform, you will get a daily return in VLT. Obviously, the larger your stake in the pool, the bigger your return daily. And then again, like Life, you've got two options. You can either roll those VLT dividends back into Stack and take advantage of that compounding factor, or you can withdraw and go back and start trading. Again, like Life, Vault has a transaction fee of 10% in and 10% out. So for every buy and sell, so every time you buy into stack or sell out of stack, there's 10%. So for example, if you go for 100, you would only get 90, and if you would sell 100, you would only get 90. So that's pretty straightforward. Those 10% in and out fees are distributed to the community VLT rewards pool, and the reward pool drips 2% worth of rewards daily. So if you just have a quick look at stats, because these stats are very good for a project that is still very new in its infancy on the Ethereum blockchain. As I said in some previous videos, Bankroll has been around on the Tron network for quite a while, just coming over almost 18 months now, and it's been going very well. I don't think anyone's ever gone into one of those platforms and felt that they haven't come out with a return on their investment, or they haven't played the game and come out as a winner. So this is Ethereum, pretty new still. So we've only got just under 200 players. The supply is just under 800,000 volt, and the contract balance at the moment stands at 880,000 volt. This is still very like early in the stack contract and Ethereum bankroll contracts in general. If we have a look at the stats for Ethereum Life, again 163 players. There's only 105 ETH in the dividend pool, and the contract balance is 1.4, so 1400 Ethereum. So it's still new, fairly new. To put that into perspective, if I head on over to the original contracts, so for example, again, this isn't the original credits for Tron. There's been a retired version, and this is version 2. So if I look at version 2 of credits, players 452, the supply is 18 million, the contract balance is 20 million. So you can see that the Tron is a more established blockchain for Bankroll as opposed to Ethereum, but obviously it will take some time. And again, if I head on over to Stack also, for on the Tron side of it, 247 players, 3 million, well, close to 4 million banker tied up, and the contract balance is 4.288 million. So all very good numbers. And in general, if you look at Bankroll as an ecosystem, that's where it shines the most. You've got 18,500 unique players at the moment, network assets amassing just over $4.1 million, and close to 2 million transactions over the whole ecosystem. So brilliant numbers all around. But as I said on this video, we were focusing on Volt. So that basically explains how you can make use of your Volt in the second when you stake and earn. And the last one is you chart and analyze. And again, this is the Uniswap version of the chart and analysis. So you just look at the price of Volt, and at the moment, price of Volt is kind of steady. It has dipped down, so as everyone says, when you see red, it's a good time to buy. So for those guys that are trading and buying low and selling high, this is what you need to do. Just have a look at the charts and see how it's performing in terms of a daily basis as a token. It's a bit more risky on that side. So me personally, I like playing it nice and safe. I will just head on over to Stack, and I will go ahead and just keep rolling my dividends. At the moment, my strategy is rolling once a week. That is purely down to the fact that rolling or transacting with the Ethereum blockchain isn't as cheap as Tron. For example, if I was to press roll right now, MetaMask will come up and it will tell you at the moment I need 0.01 Ethereum to roll. So it's not, in my opinion, at the moment, a feasible amount of transaction fees to roll, so I will wait. Obviously, if your stake is larger in the pool and you've got larger dividends, it does make more sense to roll more often and make the best possible use of the compounding factor. The other thing with Life is the same as well. So depending on the amount of Life you are getting back on a daily basis, you might want to say roll or withdraw on a daily basis. It might be a weekly basis. It might be every 10 days. So me personally, every 10 days on Volt and Life, I'm rolling and just having a quick look around. So guys, that is Life, that is Volt. Hope you guys are already in these platforms. If you aren't already, as I said, we are still very, very early in the platform on the Ethereum side. And you have to take into account that Ethereum value is locked up in Life and Life is locked up in Ethereum because it's pegged 1-to-1. So if we head on back to the crypto markets, Ethereum is the biggest coin after Bitcoin. I wouldn't even call it an alternative coin. It is the second coin. Things like Tron and these other IOST and tokens like that, they might not have that appeal as the bigger tokens. For example, Tron, it's number 16 on coin market cap, and some people just don't like using Tron or investing or backing Tron in any way because they don't believe in it as a coin. Ethereum, on the other hand, it's undeniable. It is the second largest cryptocurrency in the world. The price at the moment is $232, so it is a good price, and obviously we have seen highs of just over $1,000 at one point. So people are hopeful that with Bitcoin prices going up, Ethereum prices will also go up. So rather than having all this Ethereum and just having it in a wallet and not doing much with it, it makes much more sense to make that Ethereum work for you. You are basically paying 10% to open up a savings account in Life, and then every other person that gets in also has to pay that 10%, but you get a part of that 10%. So it's basically a big cooperative where everyone is earning at the same time, at the same level. But obviously, the higher your holdings in Life or the higher your holdings of Volt and Stack, the more benefit you can have. So it doesn't matter if you're going in with 1 Ethereum or 10 Ethereum or 100 Ethereum, you will benefit. But obviously, the amount you benefit is directly in correlation to the amount you put in as well. Because obviously, the amount you put in, the higher your dividends, the more you can take advantage of that compounding factor. So guys, that's Life and Volt. Again, briefly, with Volt, there is only a 1.8 million supply at the moment, and that which to stake it. So this is a long-term way to grow Volt even after the mining stages has ended. So you passively earn Volt rewards over time by holding Stack. So guys, these contracts are pretty straightforward to understand. If you've been in Bankroll Tron, this is just as simple. If this is all new to you, go back on some of my previous videos, or just go onto the Bankroll Network website, and it basically explains to you everything very simply. The best thing about all these platforms is you basically play to win. So as always, every single part of this platform is designed to work perfectly. It's a big ecosystem that works together. So it's basically down to you how you want to play the game. Do you want to just only stick in Life? Do you want to kind of branch out and go into Banker, Volt, Credits, Swap, Stack? There's so many different aspects of the system that once you're in there, one platform feeds the other platform, so you're earning from both sides. So it's a really, really good platform. Volt is a solid token. The supply isn't crazy, so it is a solid token to get into. Life is amazing as well because of the fact it is pegged 1-to-1 with Ethereum. So guys, that is Life and Volt. If you've got any questions about any of these platforms, please do get in touch with me. Either leave a comment down below in the comment section. Guys, if you enjoy these videos, please go ahead and press the subscribe button and turn the bell on. So basically every time a new video comes out, you will be one of the first people to know. Also, if you're a bit lost, you don't know what to do, you can head on over to the Bankroll Telegram chat, where there's a lot of people over there. Bank Teller, the lead dev, is always there to help out and answer questions and kind of give his take on strategy on how he's playing the game, along with the other people that are investing heavily into Bankroll. As I said, Bankroll is a community. Everyone kind of works together because the main thing is if one person succeeds and one person benefits, everyone around them will also benefit. So guys, that is Bankroll. I'm going to be releasing further videos regarding Bankroll and how I'm getting on with Volt and how I'm getting on with Life. So they will be coming out videos a weekly basis, twice a week. If there's anything in particular you guys want to see in my videos or me speaking about, please do let me know. Leave it in the comment section down below or contact me on any of my social medias I leave down below. Guys, please do also follow me on Instagram. I'll leave my link down below. Let's get some more followers on Instagram so obviously we can get these videos out. The whole purpose of getting these videos out is getting more players in Bankroll, more people investing, because as a co-op, it is only as strong as the amount of people in there. If we have 100 people in there, great. If we have 1,000 people in there, even better. If we get 50,000 people in there, then that's remarkable, because everyone will benefit in like. So guys, that is Bankroll Vault, that is Bankroll Life on the Ethereum blockchain. If you've got any questions, any comments, please do not hesitate to ask. Stay safe at the moment, guys. I know COVID-19 is still a thing at the moment. It is still, in some countries, it is hitting them hard. So please do keep safe, look after yourself, look after your loved ones, be safe and sensible. In a time where everything's a bit uncertain, financial markets are a bit uncertain, one thing that isn't uncertain is Bankroll and cryptocurrency, because it is looking positive even during a negative situation. So guys, as I always say, you work hard for your money, make your money work hard for you, and until next time, take care.